If you are applying for the Chinese government scholarship this year, this video is for you. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about Chinese government scholarships and especially one of the assessment criteria that they have included for 2026 intake for the undergrad students. So if you are applying for the Chinese government scholarship this year, this video is for you. You might have heard about this assessment already that Chinese government has introduced for the CSC scholarships this year, but in this video we're going to talk about in detail that what is this assessment, how can you prepare for that, how can you even register for this assessment, and how can you pass it, right? So let's get started. So this is the official website for the China Scholastic Competency Assessment. So you just need to go on this website. I'll add the link in the description below, and you need to register for the course or for the assessment. So if you don't have an account, so you just need to click create account and then add all the relevant informations required. Please pay attention to the password requirements here. Your password length should be 90 to 30 characters long, and it should contain uppercase, lowercase, some digits, and special characters, right? So let's quickly fill up all the details here. Okay, so once you have added all the details, you need to submit your consent that you have read the policy protection guidelines, and then you can simply click confirm. So now you need to simply sign up. So once sign up, you will get a verification email. So the verification email looks something like this, and you need to click verify email now. And once you have verified the email, it will redirect you back to the official website, and you just need to simply change the language of the website to English from the button up here. And then you need to try to log in with the credentials that you have added while signing up, right? So every time you would sign up for this web page or website, you need to request for the code on your email. So you just simply need to press this button, get code. So once you have received the code, you just need to simply add that code here in the respective button and simply log in. So once you have created your account, you need to go for the instructions for three type of exam formats they are offering currently. One is computer based, that you can take the exam on a computer at an authorized test center, right? And the second one is paper based, like you need to go to the center and give this exam on the paper, the way we used to do for IELTS or other language style programs. And the third one is home-based exam that you can take from your home, and this exam is going to be monitored online by a live proctor, right? So this is the most common type of exam that you should be looking for when you are applying from Pakistan or any other country other than China, right? So once you have selected the type of the program that you are comfortable in, so you just simply need to click that option and read all the relevant information they have provided, right? So what kind of device they are looking for, what should be the window, for example, for the home-based exam, the exam is not supported for Mac OS. Rather, you need to have a Windows 10, 11, or it could be taken on the Windows 7, right? So you need to pay attention on these kind of details before even registering for the exam, right? So you need to check that what kind of screen you need. So external monitors are not allowed. So you should be very specific with these kind of requirements, because if you do not follow them, then probably you end up losing your money that you have paid for registration, right? So you need to also have a built-in camera in your laptop, or you can use a webcam for your PC. And you should also have audio input devices connected to your PC or the laptop. I mean, mainly to the device that you are taking an exam on. So please carefully read all these requirements, and they have clearly and explicitly mentioned everything in detail, right? Now, if we talk about exam environment, so they have mentioned that how the space should look like what kind of testing space requirements they ask you. For example, it should be independent, quiet, well lit, and fully enclosed. I mean, meaning probably your workstation or workroom, and nobody should enter that room or even disturb you during the test, right? And you should sit in the corner of the room with the desk position against two walls, right? And the back wall should be showing the interior of the room, right? So the monitor could clearly see that what's in your room, because you will have a live proctor there, kind of invigilator who will look upon you while you are attempting this kind of exam, right? So for the exam, of course, you can use some supplementary materials with you, like whiteboard, blank sheet, and it should be placed inside a transparent sheet protector, and it should be visible enough to the proctor that he or she could see that what you are doing, right? So here they have clearly mentioned that what kind of supplementary materials you can keep with you while attempting this kind of exam, right? So here you can see how you need to set up your device one. So your, for example, webcam should really be able to show your face and basically mid shot until your elbows and your body, and should be able to show the background, which is like the door and the walls, right? And the secondary device, meaning the other device that you're gonna place there, could be your mobile or laptop camera, right? And you need to place it in a way that now a proctor could see your monitor or the laptop is placed between two walls, and it's almost the corner of the room, right? So in this way, you can see that from this camera, proctor could see everything here, and then your other device would be placed somewhere here if you follow my cursor, so you should be able to understand, so that the proctor could see this view and then this view. And here you should have all the supplementary materials. So if you are writing something or you are adding some, notes and stuff, so a proctor could clearly see what you are doing, right? So this is kind of setting you should do when you want to attempt this kind of exam, and please make sure that you try and test everything before the official time of your exam, right? So there are some exam rules also, which is, of course, first you need to pre-test the checks and preparations. For example, you need to download this software in your computer that they will send you once you have registered, and then you need to check that software. You need to check all the mock test, how you're gonna, conduct the test on the laptop, your device is like running that system or no, and then you need to definitely log in with your details that you have got after registration. Um, so you should be able to try and test everything beforehand, right? So definitely, of course, you're gonna give with the admission ticket number and a password, right? So you need to complete your verification before sitting for the exam. For example, you need to open this kind of system that they are gonna tell you, and then you need to verify that it's you who has registered and who is now taking the exam, right? So you need to pay attention to the camera angles also, the way I've explained you earlier. You need to also check your audio monitoring. For example, clearly monitor if your microphone is working and everything is in place, or even if your laptop's sound is clear enough that you are able to hear if you have any such sort of test, right? And once you have read all the rules, you need to go and check the test prep button. So here you will find what are the fundamental subjects that this program will be based on. It includes mathematics, physics, and chemistry, and you can check the syllabus here, right? So you will get all the details here. So the duration of the exam is going to be 60 minutes. Total scores 100 points. Language is Chinese or English, of course, if you are taking an English-based exam, so it's going to be in English. Number of questions 48. Question type multiple choice, single answer questions. So you can read this complete syllabus. Now, most of the students ask that if they have a background in science or they're coming from medical, how can they conduct or take this exam in mathematics, right? So the basic rule for these kind of exams is that you are gonna get very general or basic questions regarding mathematics, physics, and chemistry. Say, for example, you must have read or gone through at least basics of mathematics until your high school, right? So definitely you should be able to take this exam in mathematics, physics, and chemistry, even if you are coming from the medical field. So no worries, no problem at all. Just pay attention to the deadlines, register on time, prepare enough, and try to go for the mock tests before giving this exam, so you should be able to understand what's gonna come, so you are not surprised when you're gonna take this exam, right? So in my next video, I'll talk about in details how you can prepare for mathematics, physics, and chemistry sections separately. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next video.